Do not get to commit yourself to anybody until you see how they react when they are angry. So today I want to share with you the major building blocks that you should take cognizance of before you get into any relationship. Normally, I don't talk about relationship, but today I feel I've had quite some number of experiences which I did like to share with you, and over time is the same thing, so is a principle. So number one of them is empathy. It's very, very expedient that you take cognizance of how the person who you are getting into a long-term stuff treats people. Now, you don't have to judge based on how they treat you personally, because how they treat you personally is momentarily, and it is based on certain factors, which includes maybe what you're providing at that time, and the absence of dispute at that time, because there will always be disagreement. But the way they treat people who they have no affiliations with, who they have nothing with, who they have no kind of bonding with, who they are not receiving anything from, passes a huge message to how they will treat you. Very important. So the second thing is how they react to things, especially when they are angry. Okay, this one, take it home. Do not get to commit yourself to anybody until you see how they react when they are angry. The reason is that some ladies, some guys, when they are angry, they will say the unsayable. They will say things that they should never say. And something you need to know is that when you're angry or when you're at extreme moments, they do things that when you do, most of them are irrevocable. You cannot retrieve them back. So the damage has been done. Some of them you have to just live with the scars. So you need to know that the person has grown emotionally and has grown emotional intelligence to be able to react properly to situations that does not favor them at that time. So if the person is somebody who, when they are angry, they pour you a pot of beans, which I have seen. The person is somebody that when they are angry, they do one thing or the other. Please, I beg you in the name of God, forget that your sentiment, forget that your pity. You cannot change any man. Wait, sometimes God is giving you those 3 traffic signs you see, and He's giving you the yellow light and telling you, wait till I walk to perfect myself in this person and take care of this weakness, so that it does not turn to become wickedness in your life. But who am I to judge? Who am I to even advise you? Most of you will go into it. Third one is gratitude. How these people appreciate little things will say a lot about them if you should give them something in the future. So every man wants to give you something and receive a kind of reciprocation that shows that I am happy with what you have given me. Even God in His almightiness was not going to spare the people who He gave talents and they were giving excuses and they were showing that they are not grateful for what He has given them. How much more you? So the way people behave or reciprocate to kind gestures is a big message to you, and it's going to tell if you should venture into this with this person or not. There are people who, when you give them something, they have this mentality that, yes, I ought to receive it. Like anybody who you're getting into a relationship with should be able to show gratitude at little things. Those people who cannot show gratitude at little things are big problems. They are big problems. Avoid them for the moment. Allow them to grow. Some of these things you are rushing into will clear from your eyes when they start playing out. So allow people to grow. Those who have an entitlement mentality, allow them to disabuse themselves of that mentality before you go and get yourself caged, or before you can get yourself knotted up in a mess that you do not want to see for your life. The next one is teachability. If you're going into any relationship with anybody, make sure that you've tested their flexibility to learn, unlearn, and relearn. There are certain people that they will tell you that you just have to take me the way I am. If you don't accept me for who I am, you just have to leave me. Please leave them. Leave them. If you're not flexible to learn, unlearn, and relearn, then you should go and have a world of your own and live by yourself. So anybody who you want to create a world with should be able to understand that they need at some point to unlearn, relearn, and learn. So you need these 4 major things, like I say, building blocks that you need to take cognizance of before you get into a new relationship. Thank you.